Yeah, my son, baby, moment of truth and natural wisdom. Yeah, happy new year. Now, we are talking about people are asking me, I'm gonna put it all on the chat. Yeah, I already put some of them. I give it spaces. Yeah. Today I have some downtime and I decided to, maximize or make good use of my time, doing this. Now, nitrogen. Nitrogen is the seventh element on the periodic table. There are some elements that are gin, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, gin. Let us talk about nitrogen pretty quick. Now, nitrogen, we have these are all gases. They are all gases. Nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. Then your nitrogen is your intro. Intro is your introduction. Nitrogen is the same as introduction. And hydrogen, we're talking about the most high hydraulics, hydro. We're talking about oxygen. Oxygen is talking about your plus sign. Oxygen. So you're doing your high level maths. You are talking about your X and Y axis. Oxygen. The gene part of it, all of them ending in nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. The gene part of it is your Genesis, and your Genesis is your beginning. The book of Genesis or Jesus. Now, we will talk more about the Genesis and the Jesus stuff, not from the religious point of view, but from a scientific point of view. So your nitrogen is your introduction. Nitro is intro. Now, nitrogen characteristics is colorless, is odorless. It's just like the other gases that we already talked about, like the oxygen and hydrogen gases that we already talked about. And the sources of nitrogen, you get nitrogen in your urine. Your Johnson is a combination of nitrogen and hydrogen. Your Johnson is a combination of nitrogen and hydrogen. That is ammonia. Into Johnson ammonia. Johnson smell like ammonia gas. Your Johnson is ammonia. Now, your fridge, you have a refrigerant in your refrigerator in your home. You use to preserve your food. You get nitrogen in your refrigerator because it's a high pressure gas. It's able to hold high pressure. So you put in your refrigerator and it expands so cool into any cool niyama wo fridge. O fridge na chi ho tank bi o fridge na chira nitrogen gum saa. And it's being used as a refrigerant in your refrigerator to preserve your food in your house. So you can take a look at that. And the properties is non-flammable because it's been able to hold high pressure. So it's a non-flammable, but it explodes. It can explode, but it's non-flammable by itself, because it is non-flammable. It is used to fill out tires. Aeroplane be tie use nitrogen gas. You fill your airplane tires with nitrogen because it's able to hold high level of pressure. And it's been used in the manufacturing of ammonia and the manufacturing of fertilizers. And ubia water efenti. Unimsa wo Johnson yedru. Johnson unsa brechire bema ta abrechire bema water akuhua Johnson. Enya say you like unimsa wo Johnson yedru. Unse mrechire ta hua Johnson. So what ahwe mo na wo mu hua Johnson. Eda bi wo ho awia ne bo ana woni so briw. Unim say Johnson yedru. Uhua. Chale. Obi ana ni so ta biri no. Na ni so ota oya na ni so bi opeso woteto. Unim say Johnson yedru. E bofa ne so a. Yeah. Now, enti or baby and maybe I see when you're white. Or Johnson, the Johnson is pure ammonia. It is coming out purely white, saturated, full of nitrogen and hydrogen. And that is ammonia. This is ammonia, 3 hydrogens and 1 nitrogen. This is ammonia. Ammonia is a nitrogen plus hydrogen. You get ammonia. What do I say? Yeah, so you preserve your food with hydrogen and nitrogen. Nitrogen for the most part. Nitrogen fills out all your car tires. For the car tires, no crowd you tell you something from maybe because no, we anticipate it is not under great pressure. Airplane air baby see former ebe pem ho a chili ties na pem ho sa no. You need nitrogen to contain that pressure. What you say? You need nitrogen to contain that pressure. So nitrogen to contain that airplane ties. Nitrogen. And your Okano is using the same concept as the refrigerant, your refrigerator. So that car no so air condition no ewo refrigerant bi a ewo car no animu no ho baby engine compartment no no e use refrigerant, and the refrigerant na a turning from an ewo bonten ma na be yimunu ewo car ni refrigerant no fine na ewo refrigerant ho no bomb from ma bi a the refrigerant turning that energy no to be so cool that your fridge is gonna freeze your food. Car so air condition is working the same concept, you know. It uses nitrogen as the refrigerant, as the principal or the say component in that system. And I love you all. We will do more. We talk. I will make sure you get to know where to find all of this. So when the time comes and we are combining all of them, you realize you have all the chemicals in your house. I will tell you, when you get this chemical, you can isolate this component. When you join this component to this component, it can do this. It can do that. But I Johnson, a drew. Into one some Johnson, you see, Johnson go water cruise at him, not a co. Unim baby, our Johnson echo. And Grofobia cock of one of the ammonia, a fertilizer. Or must I be Tomon. Previously, Johnson Kawa called Johnson go, Miss him, a hammy called me Dinabontan, Johnson me back here. Most of the time, I may me call Johnson go up on trail. Not a honor make call Johnson go up on trail. I just because Johnson full of nitrogen, nitric acid. I talk about all of that, and nitric or nitrogen or nitrogen is used for fertilizer in your house to produce crops. See what I'm trying to say?